Breathe deep and move.
Ahora no me acuerdo qué íbamos a hacer.
Let me introduce myself. I am Roland, the new ruler of Ramazith's Tower. All deals and sales made under previous ownership will be honored. I hope you enjoy this curated selection of goods for all your magical needs. Take your time. Thank you for
No me acuerdo qué iba a hacer, pero vine acá porque quiero la misión de Gale, tengo que hacer. A ver, con esta mujer tengo que ver si me da el libro. Si no, podría hablar con Astarion, pero...
How can I help you? Wouldn't trade it for the world. So I wouldn't. Anything I can help you with? Scrolls, parchments, codices, tomes. Take a look and see what calls you. How can I help you? What would you like to know?
El códice... Este lo tengo. Este creo que era.
It is said to be written by Lord Carsus himself, the Netherese arcanist who attempted to replace the goddess Mystra, failed, and was banished for the attempt. Great magical knowledge lies within those pages, but not many can withstand it.
Pasó un
The
tipo...
annals of Carsus would no doubt have much to say about the crone's true nature. If only you could read them.
Pasó un tipo atravesó la mina.
I already told you. It is locked in our vault. And with good reason. Imagine if a tome so dangerous was sold to someone with such poor comprehension. You certainly have. Even simple knowledge of these tones is enough to stimulate most.
Para que le pregunto otra vez por qué.
How can I help you?
Ya sé, tenemos que hacer otro camino, creo que era. Diferente al que habíamos hecho antes. Para, para conseguir el libro de... Para desvelar los secretos del libro de nigromancia. Mira, encima está este acá. Bueno, vamos acá. Bajamos por acá. Mira, si no, lo que puedo hacer... Pues si no... Vamos todos. Va a ser un quilombo esto. Abajo decía este. ¿Cuál era este? No, abajo era para agarrar la túnica y el bastón. Hay dos que se quedaron arriba. Abajo, cámaras acorazadas. Y empieza... Este era, no sé.
Here goes nothing.
Me acuerdo que tenía que tener las plantas, ¿no? Esta vez venimos acá. Ahora tenemos que hacer otra combinación. Primero tenemos una Silverhand. Está la trampa ahí. Después, adjuración. Vamos a desactivar esto. Ah, encima vine yo con...
Tread lightly.
Que no, nosotros.
On my way. Let's see here.
Adjuración. Adjuración y después plata.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times. Seems simple enough.
Avoid that trap. Let us send forth our least favorite, to be sure. touch me. Let's move. A trap. Someone doesn't like visitors. A trap. Someone doesn't like visitors.
Bueno,
I've got
esto
a
ya
long
está.
road ahead.
Plata.
I'll give it a shot. Wonder if the gods are watching me. Watch how you go. There's a trap.
By my own, I cannot take much more of this.
Someone there? Don't linger.
Se murió el personaje. Bueno, vamos a revivirlo con
Let's get on with it.
sin gastar pergamino.
Take you.
Death's close at hand.
There can be no respite.
What's next, I wonder?
No one back home will ever believe this. Better not be
Y vamos,
cursed.
debe ser igual que el otro.
If not over, then through.
Activamos. Bueno, ahora no hay que volver por la misma demonio. No me acuerdo ni a dónde habíamos parado. Vamos a tocar cualquiera a ver si me vuelve al principio. Sionismo. Que llegamos al mismo lugar, ¿no? No, estoy en otra zona. Acá. Acá. Claro, porque esta puerta es la que siempre tenés que... Las otras, estas dos es la que tenían los secretos.
Don't mind if I do. Please, magic. Gale may know.
Bueno, volvemos. Vamos a descansar porque perdí todo. Siempre aparecimos acá. Esta niña siempre dice lo mismo. ¿Cómo la voy a
I need
salir?
a moment for the two of us.
The Annals of Karsus. The preamble to a civilization's downfall, committed to parchment by the very hand that wrought its destruction. If the crown atop the Elder Brain was truly forged by Karsus himself, this book will confirm it. All we have to do is turn the page. That devil Raphael was telling the truth. There's no doubt. The crown of Karsus is what's controlling the Elder Brain. And this is no mere journal. It contains Karsus's original plans for the crown's construction. His designs for godhood. Gods have ascended through far stranger means. A circle drawn on a globe, a walk in a swamp, the destruction of a magical stone. Why not with a symbol of such innate authority? The book states that the crown and netherstones were originally one construct, seemingly sundered at the moment of Karsus's downfall. If we can collect the crown's setting and the 3 netherstones, and with the correct invocation of certain spells and gestures detailed in these notes, I think I could reforge it. Do not mistake the crown itself for the actions of its wearer, or rather, those controlling its wearer at present. If we could restore its former glory, it would no longer be a mere leash and collar used to subjugate friend or foe. It would be something greater, something divine. Just think of it. The power of the gods in mortal hands at last would be free of doctrine and dogma, confined only by the limits of our imaginations. I promise you, the gods will never grant us such a blessing, no matter how much we worship and adore them. Then you're already wiser than me. That's a lesson I've only recently learned. I worshipped Mistra loyally for years, and in that time she granted me the barest sliver of the power I was ready to wield. Even with the fate of the world at stake, she had little more to offer me than the means of blowing myself up at a more convenient time. She's done nothing to help us. Mistra wanted the brain obliterated because of this crown. She fears a world in which such power is beyond her control, ready to be claimed by Karsus's successor. Neither of us can know what truly may be if we don't at least try. Potential is nothing in itself, just a fleeting dream unless we drag it into the waking world. Please, at least think on it. Powerful as he was, Carsus lacked some advantages I can lay claim to. I know Mystra intimately, and I carry a fragment of the weave itself within my body. Carsus achieved many things, but he never managed that. A long road lies ahead before the crown comes into our possession. All I ask for now is that you do not dismiss this possibility out of hand. Please, at least think on it. I see. I suppose I am asking you to take a leap of faith even the most loyal of companions might struggle to land gracefully. Spent so long feeling inferior, shut out from my destiny over such a simple act of youthful enthusiasm. Perhaps I got carried away with the thought this crown could give me back what Mystra took. Cure me, even. You're right. There aren't many wizards who'd care to be mentioned in the same breath as him, or his folly. Whatever comes of this, we cannot allow the crown to be reforged in Raphael's image. A devil wielding the might of Carsus. It would be the end of everything.
Otro buque, está muerto Rafael, lo acabo de matar. A Gael le estoy prohibiendo eso de que use la corona porque creo que sale el final malo. O sea, Gael es un personaje que tenés que, todo lo que quiere hacer se lo tenés que negar. Primero quería suicidarse para destruir el cerebro y ahora quiere reforjar la corona y obtener el poder.
Elminster?
Oh, hello, my boy. No, don't mind me. I'm just enjoying a lungful of Baldurian air. Yes, a distinctive aroma, though perhaps not one worthy of bottling. I hear you've been browsing in the most esteemed of emporiums, sorcerous sundries. Indulge my curiosity. What wonders did you discover there? So, you have learned the truth of the enemy we face. The very tool with which its eponymous creator unmade magic itself. Perhaps now you understand what is at stake here, my boy. Though what Mystra asked of you was extreme, it was not without merit, nor demanded lightly.
What are you saying? Or rather, what are you not saying?
Mystra knows you defied her, Gale. Well, of course she knows. She's Mystra. She bids you come to her holy shrine in the Stormshore Tabernacle. There, she will grant you an audience at last.
I'm curious enough to make the attempt. All right. An audience with the mother of magic it is.
Perhaps that should have been your mission right from the start. Trust in yourself. Trust in the weave, if you are willing. Trust in Mystra.
There is a conclusion yet to be written in this sorry tale, Gale of Waterdeep. And yours is the quill that will write it.
So all it took to get Mistra's attention was to learn how to reforge an artifact that once destroyed her. It's obvious when you stop to think about it. Well, I doubt it's an apology for asking me to die on her behalf. Whatever it is. If it's important enough to send Elminster, we can be damn sure she's serious. This is a conversation that's long overdue on both sides. I owe it to her to hear her out. Come what may afterwards. After you.
Bueno, avanzamos en la misión de él. Bueno, hay que llevarlo a él. A ver, tenía, porque me olvidé de vender las cosas antes de dormir, ¿no? Pero bueno, vamos a...
Go ahead. I'm listening.
No, esto no. Voy a hacer que vaya solo.
I've often asked myself the same question, but never really found a satisfactory answer. He clearly sees something in me that I can't. The wisdom and intelligence required to overcome almost insurmountable odds, perhaps? Or the stupidity required to attempt it. I take it as a compliment either way. You don't get to be 13 centuries old without becoming a sound judge of character. And cheese, apparently. I regret many things in my life. Choosing to be here, intact and unexploded, is not one of them. For now, to have a few more days in your company, no. I wouldn't change a thing. I'd be delighted, though someone else will need to watch the cook pot, of course. Back in the thick...
Bueno, vamos de una. Ah, estábamos acá. Vamos acá en la puerta. Acá. Acá, aquí está la estatua de ella. Acá hay de dioses. Acá se
Time since I stood before her in a place
Ah,
like
esta
this.
se ilumina. Tiene flequillo. Alerta de flequillo de
None of them answered.
Tyr Shell. Acá si haces unas cosas, pero a mí no me interesa, te dan una bendición. Sí, pero creo que dura un día, ¿no?
There she stands, just as Elminster promised. Mistra, goddess of the weave, mother of all magic.
The old man wasn't lying. She's opened the summoning channel. Can't you feel it?
Gale's right. The very air around the statue crackles with magic, as though the weave itself were coursing beneath her stony skin.
A stream of pure, undiluted weave. I only have to reach out, and it will carry me to Mystra, wherever she may be.
Your goddess awaits. Hear her out, but remember that you do not owe her obedience, and you certainly do not owe her your life.
Time was, I'd have given my right arm for a chance to speak with Mystra again. The left one, too. Maybe a knee. Am I? You're right. I am a strong, capable wizard. And this is no more than a casual reunion with an ex-lover. My omnipotent, omniscient ex-lover. I always wonder what being nervous would feel like. I hate it. During my time locked away in Waterdeep, I prepared a quite comprehensive speech for her on the subject of our former relationship and the manner in which it ended. Alas, recent events have rendered the majority of it moot, so I'm going to have to improvise. Unless you have any words of wisdom to impart before I go. You'd make a fine three-dragon anti-player, you know? I think it's best I keep a cool head going into this. Approach it like a particularly high-risk round of three-dragon ante. I'll let Mistress show her flight, and then I can see how strong a chance we stand of winning the gambit. I'll only be gone for a matter of moments. The Outer Planes experience time quite differently to our own. Wait for me. Please.
Waterdeep. You look well.
As do you. But I assume we're not here solely to exchange compliments. So why am I here?
You discovered what lies at the heart of the Absolute, the crown of Karsus. And you disobeyed my instruction. Why?
Because you had no right to ask that of me. You cast me out. Remember?
You were my lover, my chosen. Yet still you know so little of me. The past cannot be undone with self-pity, nor can a future be forged. Only with the truth will you see the way ahead. The fragment of magic you tried to return to me was not of my creation. It was the Karsite weave. It is a corrupted, half-born magic, wrought in the brief moment Karsus ascended to godhood. It hungers for power, just as he did, and it can never be sated. You unleashed something that would consume all magic in existence, and yet you thought only of preserving yourself.
So that's what you're scared of. With the crown of Karsus reforged, I could take control of the Karsite weave.
You can no more control the Karsite weave than a weather vane could control a storm. That it entered your body and consumed no more than your powers was a miracle. but we will not be granted another. The only reason the orb sleeps is because I have allowed it to feed on the true weave. A temporary measure, but one that will not be enough to save us. With each day that passes, the Elder Brain threatens to become a new kind of god. Its worshippers, a scourge of soulless illithids. If you will not use the orb to end this abomination, then you must find a way to separate crown and host. When you've done this, you must surrender the crown of Karsus to me.
Great ask indeed. You've given me much to think on, as you always did.
So be it. Follow the needle of your own wisdom. We shall see how truly it leads you.
Mortal soil once more. I can't believe I saw it. After all this time. Relieved. Drained. Proud of myself for summoning the courage to go to her in the first place. And, if I'm being totally honest, a bit lightheaded. As if it wasn't enough to have seen her again. She didn't exactly summon me there for small talk. The Karsite weave. Within me this whole time. I knew the orb was no ordinary ball of magic before it to be Karsus's malignant creation. Gods! How did I not see that?
Actuaste como un idiota.
True enough. There's a reason such unwitting heroes have been the backbone of lyric and legend for as long as both have existed. Even so, I was hardly some naive apprentice at the time. I considered myself an archmage, and yet was fool enough to be mistaken for a common conjurer. At least now I'm armed with the truth, and Mistra's expectations. Sounds like the door to redemption is open at last. All I have to do is walk through it, carrying the crown of Karsus. Thank you. There aren't many I'd trust to stand beside me on such a journey. Fewer still who would do so because they believed I deserved such a chance. If I can promise you one thing in return for your faith in me, it's this. I will use everything in my power to ensure we defeat this evil. I will not let you down. Now, I believe we've a date with an Elder Brain to get to. Shall we?
Bueno, ya que estamos acá, voy a vender lo que tengo. Ah, no me acuerdo si... No me acuerdo si Tara tenía algo, pero bueno, vende lo que tenemos acá.
What can I do for you? Of course. Wouldn't be alive to hold them if it weren't
Ah,
for you.
No, vamos a descansar.
What's on your mind?
So, Gale's hedging his bets with Mystra? I can't say I blame him. Who'd want to hold a power like the crown of Karsus in their hands just to hand it to someone else? I know what my decision would be, but we're all different, of course.
Podría ser después de esto. Vamos a hacer la misión, la de
Wow. So that was Mystra. Pretty spectacular stuff. But I think Gale was right not to agree to do her bidding, no questions asked. I respect the gods, but they don't always understand what they're asking of us. Maybe immortality makes it hard to know what it's like to be one of us piggies. Proud of Gale, though. It takes some man to hold his own in front of the divine.
Emisora siempre dice lo mismo.
Far from me to judge Gale for playing coy with Mystra, but I will not be cleaning up whatever mess she makes of him for it.
Leroican's the type to cower behind contraptions and cantrips rather than facing danger. He has about as much spine as a grey ooze. Dame Aelin is likely to tear him in half if she learns of his plans. We should tell her immediately.
Porque es mala, claro.
This crown seems too powerful and dangerous an object for mere mortals to possess. Too dangerous even for Mystra. But I would sooner trust it with a god than with Gale.
Mystra has forsaken Gale entirely. A crushing blow. But he is strong enough to persevere, I think.
Vamos.
Why, hello, lover. It seems like you have ample... Wonderful.
Era ella, no era. Están los cuerpos otra vez. Esto me queda intacto.
Gazette today, mate.
There's no time to waste.
This edition was better than ever. Is that blood? No. Never mind. Have to keep going.
De paso vendo las cosas.
What can I do for you? Of course. Wouldn't be alive to hold them if it weren't for you.
Bueno, justo. Este no lo podemos hacer, ¿no? Elixir de... No.
Looking ahead.
Bueno, para ir ahí... espero que no tengamos problemas. Vamos acá. Me parece que no tenemos problemas. Igual hay otras maneras. Me refiero a con Courage. Creo que está todo bien. Por más que la otra vez maté un par de soldados por cuando hice la misión de de los pirateños. Lo volví a abordar.
Cursed to put my hands on everything.
Él nos va a atacar cuando destruyamos la fábrica. Ahí sí, ahí se va a dar cuenta. O sea, cuando destruye la fábrica de la Guardia de Acero, cuando venga a esta zona, como estoy haciendo ahora, no me va a querer. ¿Ves? Este puente va a estar levantado. No me va a querer recibir. Ahora no pasa nada. Cuando estos ya no estén más. Bueno, lo que tenemos que pensar acá no. Está él. Acá. A la cara. Bueno, acá podemos pasar totalmente. Pasamos una vez. Acá era, ¿no? A ver. Estas dos. Lo que hay que hacer es encenderlo con electricidad. A ver si podemos hacer. Ahí está. Ahora hacemos este. Espera que están. Somos tantos que no. Ahí está. Bueno, para que voy a ir preparado porque hay que hacer un par de cosas acá. Yo que lo tenía lo saqué, me parece. Lo que había que hacer. ¿Cómo se llama esto? Acá vamos a encontrar la mejor arma, la mejor arma a dos manos, que se va a dar a Mintara. Y aparte un casco que está buenísimo también. Me parece que también se lo voy a dar. No, el casco se lo voy a dar a... esto de acá Esto está hecho para cuando, por ejemplo, si nosotros no queremos venir acá, por poner que me hago enemigo de Borage, y para no andar matando a los guardias, en la parte de afuera del castillo, yo ya había ido. Creo que es abajo a la izquierda, hay un conducto que para llegar te haces pequeño o te haces
What now?
uno de estos, un gnomo o un mediano, creo que. Enano no. Uno de estos, o si no, un hechizo de que te haces. Hay hechizos que te haces gas.
Can't give up now.
Uno de esos. Y obviamente pasás con un solo personaje, pero a ver si hay.
Swift as my feet can
No sé si
carry
hay
me.
viaje rápido acá. Nunca vine acá, porque me tiró
What's in
partida.
here?
No me había dado cuenta de esto, pensé que... No sé, pensé que ya sola iba a encontrar esto, que solo iba a encontrar esto, pero no. Terminé pasando el juego y después me acordé que no lo había hecho. Por estas misiones que supuestamente hay un dragón abajo de la ciudad. Y si lo podemos usar como aliado.
Let's see what this does.
The statue before you bears a familiar likeness. It is Baldur, the celebrated adventurer who founded the city of Baldur's Gate.
Peril floods my province. The palisades fall, the earth does tremble. The servants of shadow and blood assemble. Beyond lies the grand worm, deep in slumber, awaiting a true hero's advent, should my domain drown in torment. Be you the deluge, turn away. Be you the hero, answer true. Are you worthy?
Poetic nonsense. There is no worm and no savior.
You sense neither life nor spirit within the statue. A powerful variant of magic mouth has been cast on it, allowing it to speak only recorded messages.
Hay que tocar esto.
Ancient Ansar, hear me. A champion is proclaimed. The test begins. Let your judgment follow.
Centuries walking the streets, and I never knew this was under them. What other wonders have I missed?
Always room for more.
Bueno, hay de todo, para ver. Hay bastantes cosas acá.
Paintings hung on the wall. Almost like an art gallery.
Ah, la celda de la... El robo. Bien.
A true champion knows justice and eliminates those who stand in its way. Restore the balance of justice.
Acá decía un cuadro, pero... La manzana... La esquina. Iniciación. El robo. Persecución. Lo que pasa es que yo que tengo el doblaje, ¿dónde está? Ah, el idioma sí está la de... Porque puede ser que yo lo tengo en latino. Estoy viendo una página en español. Pero no veo ningún cuadro que diga la celda. Ah, capaz que sea este el juicio. Lo que hay que hacer ahora. Guardo. Hay que tirar, levantar maldición. El objetivo como el objetivo. Bueno. Tocas una criatura, objeto.
The judgment. A stern judge, his pockets full of coin, orders a red-haired man to the gallows. A shiny apple rests on the ground nearby.
Examinar, atacar.
Onward.
En los cuadros están en los estantes. Lo que es nivel 3. Libertad. Ahorcamiento. La celda, para. Creo que tendrás que arrastrar al altar principal y así superar la prueba. Al altar
Still
principal,
alive.
¿qué será?
So that's progress.
The cell. A stern prison guard slides a warm meal into the thief's cell. The red-haired man has a 10-day left to serve, judging by the scratchings on the wall behind him.
Maybe I need more pockets.
Lo ponemos acá.
Honorable judge was banished, but judgment must still be passed.
never wanted the easy path.
¿Qué tenemos por acá? Puerta está cerrado. ¿Esto qué? ¿A dónde nos lleva todo esto? Sala de calor, no, acá no. ¿Cuál era el otro?
Let's see.
Sala de la perspicacia. No, este tampoco. Debe estar acá. Ah, bueno. Hay que leer los libros estos de acá. De ahora. Parece que son estos.
What's up for discussion? Hold still, will you? Hold still, will you? Hold still, will you? What's hiding here? still, will you?
Hear me. Blasted thing. Come here.
Delicious. Just be quick.
Let's get going. At the ready. Hold still, will you?
I might.
What's in here?
No time to rest. What's inside? Hold still, will you?
Moving.
Tavish, get down here!
right.
Damn it! Get down here!
Awaiting orders. Blasted thing! Come here!
Blasted little thing slipped in my grasp.
Hold still, will you?
Blasted thing! Come here!
Still breathing, despite everything. Don't waste a step.